Yes.
What about we do an 80s themed party and play rock band 80s in the science hall? Or is that too much rock band overness? Like, we've done a lot of rock
I don't
band
think
things.
there's such a thing.
Yeah, I can, I can go crazy with it, but yeah, that's just, it's up to everybody else.
80s themed rock band party.
That would be...
Because when we did it in the lecture hall, it was awesome.
As long as I
Yes,
don't have to play
Because it was like a concert, because we had it projected on the huge
I can't do drums.
screen, and we had it coming through the speakers in the room
Dress
and
is your
everything.
favorite. Okay, so.
Then everyone should just like bring like food or something like that.
We'll have
or something
pizza.
like that.
We'll do pizza and.
So like everyone can bring something else though, so you know.
Yeah.
So it's
Like at
Right.
least desserts or something.
Yeah,
or
because
like
that'll help
soda.
with the cost too. 'cause-
Right.
Megan will be able
gets
to get us a
with
discount.
yeah.
Because she
Right.
got, how much she
Wicked
get those
discount.
pizzas for really cheap for the
Yeah,
party?
it was
We can get wings too, like for that. I mean, because there was a lot of people that went to the end of the year Psi Chi party last year
Yeah.
for the rock band thing.
Mhm.
And that was fun. Like, I had a good time, but it was kind of like I didn't know anybody else.
Right.
So it was kind of like awkward, you know, but if we make it where people are, it's a social event kind of thing, and then we can have people get up and introduce themselves, like, and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But we'll do 80s themed. You have to dress up as an 80s band member, like, you know, I mean, that's easy now.
I mean, can you just like dress up like 80s fashion, or does it have to be based on a specific?
No, it can be 80s.
Okay.
80s fashion, whatever.
That'd
So,
be easy, you know?
yeah. Well, now, I mean, 80s is kind of coming back.
Yeah,
so
it was like 80s is back on the cycle
Mhm.
again,
Which
so.
is crazy. It's going to be so much fun.
Good.
I know.
What about
Well,
something,
if you fashion always cycles. It's true. I mean,
Like,
bodies
there's-
were huge.
There's
50
elements
years
of
ago.
Victorian fashion that are still
Well,
hanging
yeah,
around.
the highlights,
Yeah.
and shit stuff.
They just revamp it for
Joel, what were you
you're gonna be
gonna
on.
say?
I was just saying, to kind of like get freshmen to like, you know, take the track to Psi Chi.
Psychology?
Maybe we do want to go around to like some of the intro classes and tell them about some of our social event things.
Yes.
So they can-
Workshops.
Because if they, like especially psych majors, because you don't have to be a psych major to be in Psi Chi.
Exactly.
You just have to have
Yeah.
the requirements.
So,
But if we can go around to some of those intro classes, you know, invite them too to some of our stuff, maybe they'll get excited about it, try and do that track to Psi Chi, and maybe we can get, you know, some active members that way. Because, you know, with the younger classes in here, we're having more and more people that actually live in the dorms.
yeah.
And if we can get some of those people, chances are they're going to be more active.
Okay, so
So-
how many people are TAing, or doing a TA for Intro 120? Who are you doing it for?
That's for attending, but my class is online this semester, so I don't have any face-to-face this semester.
Well, we can, I mean, we all
We
are
can
friends
go
with
to
the
different
professors, so,
ones, yeah.
and if like 2 of us went, I'll make a Psi Chi handout and a psychology handout, kind of like why our major is awesome and how great it is. And then what I'll do on that also is I will put the rock band, 80s rock band themed event on there. And I'll say, we're going to have this event, you guys should really come and check it out. It's going to be awesome because you have to dress up like 80s style. And we're going to have pizza and blah, 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 make it sound really cool. And then just come and check it out, you know, as a campus type social event thing.
And should we also make sure to include that if they'd like to bring guests of their own,
Yeah.
that it's welcome,
Mhm.
as long as they bring something to share?
And then, so we'll go to the 120 classes and hand these hand this stuff out. And if we can't make it to one of them, then we'll try to give it to the professor so they can hand it out.
Yeah,
But-
because they're usually really good about that.
I don't know who all teaches 120, I know,
Pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
really,
I mean,
yeah,
Mhm.
Other than Dr. Young
that's right.
and
Wait.
Dr. Watton, they don't teach 120.
That's Kaiser. Does Druin?
Yeah, I just
Usually.
watched Megan put together tests for her. So
Druin?
Sometimes she does, sometimes she
There's a
doesn't.
little soft crush there.
I was bored. I was like, what are you
Is it
doing?
Martini? Does Hill?
And she's like,
Hill
watch a
doesn't,
music
does he?
video? I was like,
He does.
totally.
He does?
Yep.
Does he this semester?
I'm not sure.
I know
Okay,
he
I know
teaches
we're-
440.
Kaiser, Druin, Vartanian,
It's
Hill.
444.
I don't-
His money, Jackson.
Jackson. So we just need to find out when the classes are and if we're going to be around to do that. That's a great idea. So we definitely need to get people interested in it.
Right.
Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Does anyone want to look in their calendar and see when the best day for that social event would be? I don't have the letter with me, so I can't like.
It's my awesome new JC Penny calendar.
I'm impressed.
Thanks.
Do we have anything going on Thursday the 26th of February? Or
No.
is that too soon? That might be too soon.
A little bit, because I know like we had planned all last semester to try to do the rock band competition and we just ended up not having enough
Yeah.
time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, plus to try and get one of the big lecture halls, those
Mhm.
tend to fill up fast. So we might want to just ask them
Okay.
for some dates when it's available and then go from there.
Okay. And I go to the student org building for that, right?
I think
Or I
they
can look
do
on the
those.
internet. 'Cause
Oh, they can do that too?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
they
cool.
tell you what rooms are like available. If it's like if it's a highly requested room,
Mhm.
and that's probably, so I need to write that down. Go to, sorry it's taking so long. Go to student org. Okay, that's exciting. That'll be
Would
fun.
you stop?
Next thing is MPA. So, who's all going to MPA?
I'd like,
Sorry
I'm
for
not
interrupting
in
my
an
for a
official
second.
capacity, but I'd like to.
Um,
Well, neither one.
Yeah, if you have to ask the psych department.
Who's all
for-
going?
No, ask them for money, like put like a proposal in for the psych department early.
Okay. But I have
Are
to
you
know how
going?
many people.
I'm not a psych major, I'm not even familiar what MBA is.
Okay. It's the Midwestern Psychological Association Conference.
Mhm.
And it's where tons of professors from universities in the Midwest come to present like new research that's probably in the process of being published or that they are still working on, but it's really interesting. And undergrad students are also allowed to present things like poster board presentations of research maybe that they have done for their senior research project or that they've supported other professors doing. And so it's just kind of like a good way to network also, if you want to get into graduate school and just to experience it too, to kind of like go to a conference and be able to be around your peers and see how how the whole system kind of works. But we raise money to help pay for our way up there and to pay for like the hotel expenses. And we get a discount too with the hotel, but it's not like a lot. But if you room with other people, then it works out really well. But yeah, if you're not a psych major?
No, economics.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. What is this though?
This is April 30th to May 3rd. Yeah, because May 2nd. May 2nd's a Saturday, right?
I think so, yeah.
Duh, yeah, it is. Okay, April 30th to May 2nd. But yeah, it's really cool. So I guess what I have to do is send out an email to all the Psi Chi members and ask who's going. And then I have to present the psychology department with that list to get funding for that, or like write a proposal to donate money to Psi Chi.
It's the treasurer's job, actually. But
Oh.
I've given her the template for it. All she has to do is change the dates and stuff.
You gave me the template also.
I'll give you
Yeah,
the
Are
gave me the
you
template.
going, Joel?
I think so, yeah.
Are
I'm
you-
not presenting anything.
Right, are you going with Christy?
I don't know if she's
Or-
gonna be able to or not.
Okay, well, I was gonna say, cause then like, if a group of guys went, then it would be, like, the guys wanted to room together. I don't know
I know
how
Tracy wants to go.
awkward that would be, like, guys and girls,
That would, I don't know how Gary would feel about that. What are you doing? Nothing, I swear, it's okay. But I know Tracy probably wants to go, so if we get the guys, but then because I need to find out numbers on how many people are
And
going.
I
so can
think,
go.
Shem's gonna go, but he's not part of Psi Chi.
So we wouldn't help pay for him.
I don't know,
I don't
like
think
how
we
that would
would,
work.
yeah.
I don't,
think we
yeah,
would.
unfortunately, I don't think that's in
Yeah.
the policy.
But
Okay.
I don't think he's a member of Psi Chi though, so.
Okay, so what I'll do then is I'll see the list of people that are actually going, and then I'll have to present and ask Jamie to please write the proposal.
Do you have to like sign up for it, or is it just like, do you want to go? and
If you
like-
want to go, you can go.
But
Yeah,
you do
go to
have
the
to,
conferences.
but you do have to go online and you do have to register
Oh, okay.
to be able to get in, and I think it's $25 for students, and I don't know, it might depend on if you're presenting too, and if you're not presenting on how much it costs to get in, and now, but you have to register, and you get like a name, you have to go down, and get a name tag, and da da da.
But you get it, but there's
Plus-
tons of things going on.
Yeah,
You gotta pay for the hotel room too. and
Right.
all that stuff.
But that's what
That's
we're
if
trying
you
to
stay,
get money
right.
from the psychology department for, to help pay for those expenses, because depending on how many people go is how much money we can donate to each person to go.